Geocaching is a modern-day treasure hunt using the Global Positioning System (GPS) technology to find caches or treasures hidden by fellow enthusiasts. It's less about treasure, often trinkets from the $2 shop, and is much more about the hunt, which can involve solving a series of puzzles for added interest. Join Peter Barrett and myself on our first geocache hunt. Information about geocaches are found on the internet. Peter looked up the longitude and latitude of the nearest site to his house using geocaching.com or the Aussie link geocaching.com.au. Peter owns a Garmin 12 GPS to record the data. Here Peter inputs the longitude and latitude into his GPS. Geocaching as a sport began about the year 2000 when Bill Clinton increased the accuracy of the GPS satellites. A handheld system will now get within 5 meters of the hidden treasure. Our site is Camel's Hump, set up by Team Gun Parker, located south 32 degrees, 0 minutes, 155 seconds, east 115 degrees, 57 minutes, and 959 seconds. There are directions on the web which we didn't read first time round. Not too far from anywhere. That reaches over the lake. What to find the lookout. Unfortunately, we didn't read the second part. Peter straps the GPS to my electric wheelchair. We're off down the road. My electric wheelchair does 11 kilometers an hour and keeps up with Peter's bicycle. There's cycle paths along the roadways. We reach the park fairly quickly. Unfortunately, the gates are constructed so as not to admit bicycles or wheelchairs. Peter removes the screw so that my electric wheelchair can get through the gate. We're welcomed by a sign giving a code of conduct. The sign warns us about trampling through the bush. The area had once been logged, and the remains of some large trees are apparent. There are good gravel pathways. I'm approaching the lookout. The longitude and latitude points to this sign. The sign's quite interesting and educational. Queen's Park Ecological Area is a small area of urban bushland covering 9.86 hectares and is managed by the City of Canning. There's a map showing different vegetation communities that are being reserved. I learned that the conservation area contains threatened ecological communities that occur naturally on the southern river soil type, the Swan Coastal Plain. An endangered plant is found in the reserve. The area is of regional significance as it occurs at the junction of 4 different soil types and is listed as a Bush Forever Site 283. Plants here include coastal plants at the most inland occurrence, wetland plants able to cope with anudation, 3 types of woodland. This specially protected ecological area in the City of Canning retains the last area of good condition Mari woodland with an intact understory within the district. Peter scouts around the sign to see if he can find the geocache. Meanwhile, I check out the lookout and read the interpretive information. The sign welcomes us to the Black Creek wetlands. It was developed in November 2000. I learned that the reconstructed wetlands now host 33 species of birds, including international migratory species. 8 species of water birds breed in the wetland. In addition, 54 species of birds uses the woodland area of the Black Creek wetlands. These 4 species breed in the woodland, including the migratory covered rainbow bee-eater, which is one of the international visitors. I'm impressed by the wrought ironwork done on the viewing platform. Peter is still looking for the geocache without success. He discovers some termite mounds and says, "Oh, these look like camel humps. Must be under this log. Maybe it's buried in the dirt. Could it be in the grass?" We admire some nice flora on the way. "Sorry, mate, can't find it. This geocaching's harder than it looks." "No worries, mate," I say. "Let's head home. We'll pop in to the foundry for a beer on the way and try again next week." Next week, we reread the directions and saw the second part. It's a simple 2-stage multi-cache. Start your search at the location given above. You'll find a sign with a number. Remove the decimal point from the number and take 59 away from it. Place the resulting figure in the space provided to find the container. So it's another longitude and latitude. We head out to find the original sign and to calculate the new location.
Look at this gate. How are you supposed to get a wheelchair through this gate? How the hell are you supposed to get a wheelchair through there? Impossible. This gate discriminates against people in wheelchairs. So we can get in through this gate here. Got to undo the screw. Take the bar off. And now we can go through like that.
Well, we're almost ready to get through. We're making progress. Here we go. Now Peter's got to wind back the screw.
So we've got to find out how many hectares are in the park. 986. Subtract 59 equals 927. So now we've got new coordinates to actually find the thing. So we'll put that in our GPS, and then we go to it. And hooray, we found our first geocache. We hope. Okay, this